Hi, how's it going today? So I love to read and I love recommendations when my friends say, "Hey, have you tried out this particular author?" And so such was the case a couple weeks ago when a friend of mine recommended the author Napoleon Hill from the 1900s. And so Napoleon Hill became really famous later in the 30s and whatnot. And he had great conversations with really powerful and successful business people of the time. And so specifically Carnegie and Rockefeller and Henry Ford. And so one of the concepts that came out that I really took from a couple of books that I just recently finished was the concept of are you a drifter? And so, meaning, are you a drifter in life? Do you have a focus? Do you have an intention specific to the way that you are leading your life? What's your purpose at the end of the day? Look, this past year has been really tough, and we've had to hunker down and hold on to whatever we actually have had. But as we're starting to come out, there's a couple pieces of advice that I am going to provide to you that I'm actually giving to myself. First off, are you resetting? Are you recharging? Are you taking this time during the summer months to really kind of refocus yourself in terms of where am I going and what I ultimately want to do? Are you in the right seat on the bus within your organization? If it is the right organization for you, that's the first question. Am I in the right place in terms of the organization? Do I ethically appreciate them from an integrity standpoint? This past 16 months was a true kind of stress test for that relationship within your organization. And so being really reflective, how did they treat me during the tough times? Really appreciating them if they did have a lot of empathy for you, but then knowing, oh, they did not treat me really well during these times. And so if I do have an opportunity, I am going to look for it elsewhere. And then when you do, trying to figure out where exactly am I best utilized? Where am I most passionate and excited? We don't want to go drifting through life, and 20 years from now pop up and say, wow, I could have done XYZ differently. And so just a little concept for you today that I thought that I would share. I want to be a non-drifter. I want to be one of those people that I go out and I grab the ring I mix up all analogies, right? I'm just going to say, suffice it to say, I'm going to be a non-drifter. I'm going to have purpose. I'm going to have intent, and I'm going to go get what I want at the end of the day. Doesn't mean that we don't need to rest, right? But having some intentionality and some accountability, some measurable goals to really know what do we want is really important. If you'd like to talk about this or any other concepts that I actually throw out here on my vlogs, don't hesitate to reach out to me. And in the meantime, get focused in terms of being a non-drifter. You take good care.